had developed a lifestyle where I had gotten extremely content and comfortable with eating trashy. And my birthday, March 15th, 2010, 2011, 11, yes. I had a big old box of oatmeal cream pies. I had a gallon of butter pecan ice cream, and it's my birthday. I'm just living it up. And by the time I was done, I was watching Family Feud and Steve Harvey, and the vision just kept getting blurrier and blurrier. And I'm like, wow, something is happening to me. I might be sleepy, and then I couldn't see. And I knew enough to know right then and there something was drastically wrong. I needed to get to the hospital ASAP. So my wife took me to the hospital, to the ER, and the doctors in there asked me about my history with diabetes. And I told them, hey, pretty much everyone on my father's side of the family I know has diabetes. And they took my blood sugar. And my blood sugar was off the chart, extremely bad.
Do you remember how high?
I do. It was about 800.
What is ideal?
The normal blood sugar is 70 to 110. And 800 is knocking it out of the park.
Michael, darn.
Oh, yeah. And, and I've been saying this all day, but I'll say it here to you. When you get that kind of diagnosis and you've seen this disease bully your family for as long as you can remember, you just put your name on a list. I'm next to be bullied, and I'm next to lose to this disease. And my wife identified that kind of thinking and said, not today. We're going to partner up, and we're going to talk to your primary care doctor, and we want to come up with a plan. And we did it. And my primary care doctor, we had to get the exercise and the eating under control. And then some years later, after going through a roller coaster trying to get that A1C together, my doctor in 2024, early 2024, was like, hey, Michael, I want to try you on something. I said, we believe that this drug, accompanied with your dieting, that change that you've made, as well as your exercise regimen that you're trying to follow, believe that this is the missing piece, and that this can help lower that A1C, which is always the goal of a type 2 diabetic. And Ty and I agreed to try it, and it did exactly what I'm talking about. It helped lower my A1C, which gives me a better chance at controlling type 2 diabetes.
So do you feel more optimistic that you have maybe more knowledge today and more tools than your relatives so you can fight this, and you got your wife by your side? Do you feel like that you are more encouraged now?
I think that the word isn't encouraged for me, because I've been encouraged all my life that you can do this, you can do that. I think what Ozempic, as well as the exercise and the diet has done for me, is empowered me to fight back. And that is something that, again, when I got the diagnosis, I just thought, it's time to add my name to the list. I'm going to lay down, and this is the family disease. Boom, go ahead and just let it do what it's going to do, because I ain't changing. And with the regimen, I'm able to now be empowered and empower others with just giving a testimonial about this thing. This is what I do, and this is what was created for me in my regimen, and it has lowered my A1C. So yeah,
I had to educate myself, and I think that was the most important part of us partnering together, is educating myself and understanding what it was mentally he was going to have to go through to get this. Because whenever you get a diagnosis of anything, your first thing is to panic and to be scared. So I wanted him to know that he had a partner, and that, but even though this is what you're going to go through, we're going to go through it together. And being gentle and having some compassion along the way too, because your natural inclination is to say, no, you can't eat this, or no, don't do this. But that had to be his choice. I can only assist him in his choice and have compassion and understanding that this is his journey, and I'm just assisting him on this journey. And he wanted to make those decisions for himself.
she's be there. She's be as a kind too.
Yeah. It came down to
She kicking my tail.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like that.
Sometimes we need that.
But it was only when, you know, when he was like, okay, let's do this. I couldn't come into the kitchen and just start, you know, wiping stuff out. It had to be a partnership. Hey, this is what I think is best for you to do. And if you're saying that this is what you want to do, then here's how I can partner with you to help you do. But it had to be his decision, because a lot of people, I can only imagine if someone told me I couldn't have certain things and I have an ailment, and he just take it out of my kitchen, how I would feel. You know, so that's kind of what we did. My initial reaction was to jump in there and to hear his thoughts and what he thought need to happen, even though I was reading and educating myself and being a Google doctor, having a PhD from Google, you know, reading what to do. I had to listen to.
I have more hope. I have more energy. I have more life about it. I'm very excited. I'm very optimistic that me sharing this journey can help someone else. So, absolutely.
I'm Dr. Craig Wareham, with Target's Medical Associates here in Nashville, Tennessee. I specialize in the area of endocrinology and diabetes. I'm here on behalf of Novo Nordisk in order to answer any questions that may arise regarding the use of Ozempic in the treatment of type 2 diabetes in conjunction with diet and exercise.
Okay.
The main focus is going to be on Michael and his journey with diabetes, but it's important to remember that Ozempic is only for patients with type 2 diabetes, not type 1. And there have been, there's definitely evidence that Ozempic can cause benign and malignant thyroid tumors in rodents. These tumors have not been seen in human clinical trials, hence the relevance is unclear. But we don't recommend any specific thyroid testing in people with or taking Ozempic, but we do recommend that people contact their healthcare provider if they were to develop a lump in their neck or any other significant neck symptoms. Otherwise, they can go to Ozempic.com for further information.